Hey Flosstube, it's Leigh from Creative Leigh on Sunday the 10th of November 2024 with Flosstube number 244. Welcome back to my weekly YouTube channel about counted cross stitch. Today is an auspicious day. It is the exact date of my 5th year anniversary on YouTube, on Flosstube. So yay, we made 5 years. Isn't that bizarre? Such a lot has happened in this time. So many X's. Excuse my voice. Last week I had a sore throat and I wondered if I was just tired. No, I had the flu. So kind of got progressively worse on Sunday, and by the time I went to bed on early Sunday evening, I was coughing and had Monday, Tuesday off work. I did get back to work on Wednesday. Probably shouldn't have, but I worked from home. I felt pretty average. Thursday I felt a bit better. Friday I felt a bit worse. I meant to do work all this weekend. I didn't have it in me. I just needed to rest. It is what it is. I don't have to work at the weekend. It just means there's so much more to do the week coming up. I didn't really catch up on my 2 days off. But yeah, I finally got the flu after making it all the way through winter with nothing. I tried. I still have a persistent cough and sinusy thing, but I generally feel a lot better. We'll see how it is. We'll get there in the end, won't we? So yeah, 5 years, crazy. I do have a little bit of a giveaway at the end of the video, so hang in there. I've got a number of things to pass on. Mostly past the stash, couple of things I'm going to buy and something that a friend sent me to give away to you all, so that will be really lovely. Quick little life update, I'll make it quick this week. I have signed my new employment agreement, so yay. I start with my new job as consultant for a small IT company. I'm going to keep the name a little quiet, I think. Start on the 13th of January after a 3-week break. So finish at work. Well, I haven't been given notice yet, but I'm expecting it on the 20th of November to get given notice that I'll finish on the 20th of December. I booked my flight over to Australia. It was cheaper for me to go on Christmas Eve, so I'm flying out in the afternoon on Christmas Eve. It saved me $50 by going then. I'm sending my sister my list of groceries I need her to buy so I can make a trifle. I like to make a trifle every year. It's my own little thing. I've got a website I refer to with 50 different trifles. I'm slowly working my way through it. So this year, in honour of being in Queensland, which is tropical in Australia, I'm going to make a pina colada trifle. So I need a bottle of Malibu. I don't need the whole bottle, but I need some Malibu, so I'll pick that up on duty free on the way in. And I'll send the rest of the ingredients to my sister to get for me, and I'll give her some money to pay for that. So I'm excited to make my trifle. I love trifle. I love trifle. I only have it at Christmas, and I especially love trifle for breakfast for the 3 or 4 days after Christmas. The boozier the better. Nothing says Christmas holiday like waking up to eat some boozy trifle for breakfast, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Hopefully no one else likes it and I get to eat it all week, and I'll be so happy eating my trifle. It'll be much nicer than my collagen shakes that I usually have. So that's the job. You know about the flu. I'm going to have Stephen Fry to look forward to on Tuesday night. Well, I'm going with a couple of friends from work. We'll be, it's an evening with Stephen Fry or a conversation. I'm not sure what it is. It's, I guess, less of a comedy show, more about him just being his witty, erudite self. I don't really care. We paid $170 for these tickets, so I'm sure it'll be entertaining. I'm looking forward to that. Be a late night on Tuesday. Glad that cough should be mostly gone by then, as in, I won't be like coughing my ring out, but I can maybe grab a throaty or something, so I don't get a tickle. But yeah, I'll be fighting fit by Tuesday evening, I'm sure. I think that's all. Didn't really go anywhere last week, other than across the road to get my friend to witness my signature on the job employment agreement. And then I went with her yesterday. There's a little dessert shop in Upper Hutt that I've never been to. It's only open on Fridays and Saturdays. I think Friday like 4 till 8 and Saturday midday till 8. And so we went down last night and grabbed a couple of treats to have for dessert for yesterday and today, just because we could. So, and we'd been joking about going. So we did that, and I went with her in her car and then came home and had half of the dessert, and I've got the other half in the fridge for tonight or this afternoon or any minute now. It is 2:30. I've just been away at the neighbours for coffee. A bit of a late start today. I'm feeling a bit warm, a bit sort of like temperature-y, but that's just me. I'll get this video done and then edit it and then relax for the afternoon. That's it for the life stuff. So not bad for me, not to rabbit on for hours. Stitchy stuff. So I haven't bought anything, good girl me. I did get something in the mail though, something for me and something for you. I'll show you the something for you later as part of my giveaway. But my friend Christine, I knew she'd made this for me ages ago. We were chatting, so she's from Dunedin. I'm going to be catching up with her between into my job and going to Australia. She was making scissor fobs and things out of her own bead stash. And I mentioned that they were wonderful. She showed me them. And then she said she was going to make one for me with all the orange beads she had in her stash. This is the scissor fob to murder all scissor fobs. Look at that. You could kill somebody with this. Full of beautiful glass beads. I love these big black beads with the sort of coppery line through them. And these lovely square beads. And got a couple little charms, a little sewing machine, and a little spool that says silk thread. So she made this for me ages ago, and I was wondering, why did you post it to me when I'm going to see you in a couple of weeks? It's because she sent me something for my giveaway, so I will show you that later. But she also included for me a set of 4 matching counting pins. Aren't they beautiful? So I love them so much. So just 4 counting pins with those lovely big square beads. So I feel very touched. I think these are absolutely wonderful. I think I need a new pair of scissors that live up to the weight of this massive scissor fob. There's no way in how you're going to lose that. But yeah, I love it. It's so beautiful. So thank you, Christine. And she sent me a lovely little note as well. But I'm looking forward to visiting with her up the coast, where she's staying with her sister over Christmas. So I'll get to visit with her before we go away. Yay. So that's all that's new that's come in. A lovely little bit of happy mail for me. What have I stitched on? I stitched on 3 things. And I haven't got them in order here, which is a bit naughty. I kept going with, did I show you this last week? I don't remember, but I kept going with Floral Dreams, Nora Corbett. I had mentioned I would like to get this finished by today, but if I didn't get it finished by today, it would be finished soon after. So I want to give this chart away. So stay into the end. This chart's going to be in my giveaway. I've got everything out of order, which is very unlike me, and I've misplaced the card. Oh, here it is. Fixed the name on it. It said Forest Dream last week, but a bit of a twink, and I fixed that. So I stitched mine on 32 count amber linen from Wichelt, not the called for, using most of the called for DMC, the Mill Hill, and 2 of the silks. 2 of the silks I substituted, both of them for other SILKS4U from my stash. So I call this flu stitching because I had Monday and Tuesday off and I couldn't really lie down, because when I lie down I would wheeze and cough. I stitched it and I finished it. So I finished her on the 5th of November. And here she is. I love her. So when you last saw her, I've done a lot of the blanket. I had to still do kind of from here up in the blanket. None of this was done. The two substituted silks are the two different colours. One's a charcoaly grey and one's a variegated colour in the branches. But yeah, got her stitched in. She's beautiful, and I mean, if I had a butt that cute, I'd be walking around naked with a blanket as well. I think she's adorable. So happy to get her done. So she will join her sister, Moonglow, in the pile of shit to be framed, and she will join the giveaway pile for later in this video. So yeah, really happy to get that finished. If I hadn't had the flu, she wouldn't be finished, so maybe that's a small blessing. I don't know. I'd kind of rather not have the flu, to be fair. And then, as per my last video, I said I was carrying on with the black samplers for Black Sampler November. So I Am No Bird came back out, and this is on, I can't read it backwards, 40 count Tickle the Ivory, linen from Dames of the Needle, and I Am No Bird is Charlotte Brontë Sampler by Modern Folk Embroidery. This was one of my stash sampler starts from last year, and I built another bit of house. So as I mentioned last week, I'm just going to keep building a bit of house, and then once I got that middle bit done with the front door, that's new. So it didn't take me very long because it's not that much stitching. Next time I pick it up this week, I'll do the other half of the house, and then the next time I pick it up will be the roof. And then I reckon I'll be able to get the words and probably these doofers done the week after, kind of thing. We'll see. Excuse me. So yeah, really happy with that. This is on using Anchor Black. Now, this is the second project that I've used Anchor Black on. I used Anchor Black on the companion piece, the Real Comfort, a Jane Austen sampler, and you know what? I don't like Anchor Black any more than I like DMC. I find it quite fluffy, so I'm using a size 28 needle on 40 count, so that should be big enough but I often have to, like when I maybe have had rubbing on the stitches that have been stitched, I often have to pick little bits of fluff off, or I have to take my needle off the thread and kind of just pull. I find a little bit of fluff build up. So does it do better coverage? I don't know. I don't really find it any better. The people go, oh, use Anchor Black instead of DMC 310. They're equally hit or miss. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. I don't know. I wouldn't change to Anchor Black necessarily. I just decided to use Anchor Black on these two projects because I like to mix things up a little. But yeah, really happy with that. And then yesterday, while I was watching a bit of TV, a bit of don't know what, I picked up my other black sampler, or mostly black sampler, the Red and the Black 2 from Prairie Moon. This is another, I expect to finish both of these this month, during November. I mean, it is only the 10th. We've got 21 more days. So this is on 36 count Grandpa's sleeve from XJu Designs. I purchased this fabric way back, like in 2019 or 2020. I'm using SILKS4U PR070 for the black and a Victoria Modern Sampler Shop red for the red. This was another stash sampler start. I stitched the Red and the Black 1 back in 2020. I was looking after my dad after he had heart surgery, and then this is the Red and Black 2. So since you last saw it, I got both of these filled in. I had stitched the bottom line of this section, or the bottom 2 lines. So I've got these both filled in and across the top. So all I've got now is that one big sort of motif, mostly black motif, and then the top row of the alphabet in this Gothic font. So I am absolutely thrilled. I kind of got a little bit more than what I thought. I sort of stitched that bit, and then I did that bit, and then I came back and I did these 4, and then I was like, I might as well finish these 2, and then got that done. So I got more stitched on this than what I planned. So I feel like if I stitch on this over a couple of evenings, I can finish this one. And then I can focus on the other black sampler, which has a little bit more stitching to do. That roof's going to be quite big. And then the phrasing won't be too bad, but there's a little bit more stitching. And the phrasing on the I Am No Bird than there is in the red and the black. That's my stitching. So yeah, a bit of flu stitching there. And I'm pleased with the progress. Again, I wouldn't have finished the Nora Corbett if I hadn't had 2 days off sick. So, and also I worked from home, so I didn't commute. So it means I've read it. I also couldn't read, like I just couldn't keep my eyes open if I read. So I haven't read as much, but I've done more stitching. Like stitching requires different lot of brain cells to me than reading does. I don't know, different part of the brain, I'm sure. So yeah, I rattled through that. So giveaway, I do have a few things to give away. I was going to say, do I limit it? No, I'm not going to limit it. It is what it is. Postage overseas is ridiculous, but I will accept. I hate it when I can't enter giveaways because I live in New Zealand and I know postage is a lot. Trust me, we're paying more for postage than you are from other countries. Postage in New Zealand is absolutely diabolical. So, but no, I will open it up. I mean, you guys are so generous with your time and your support and comments and the odd coffee here and there, that I'm quite happy to post stuff overseas. But please, you do need to be a subscriber. So I've got quite a lot to give away. There's a couple of things you'll need to comply with, all the normal stuff, like you need to be, you know, able to give me your address and don't use any of those trigger words that might let a robot or spammer kind of find it, like the giveaway freebie, prize, any of those sorts of keywords. But yeah, I do want you to be a subscriber. So I would like you to just mention when approximately how long you've been a subscriber. Say, been a subscriber since the beginning, been a subscriber for a week, I've been a subscriber for 1 day or 3 months or about 2 years, just approximate. But I'm going to search for the word subscriber. So if the word subscriber is in your send your comment, that will make you eligible, and then you can enter for any number of the giveaways. So you'll need to also use a keyword that I'll give you, and so you need to have the word subscriber and the keyword or words in your comment. And I will accept if it says subscriber 2 years, banana, truck, carpet. If that's all you're able to give me, that's fine. You don't need to be clever. I do enjoy the clever. I'm never that clever when I enter competition. To be fair, I haven't entered a giveaway for maybe like 3 years because I just don't. I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy to do it. By the time I get to the end of the video, I've forgotten what I needed to say, but that's fine. Yeah, so you need to use the word subscriber and use one of the keywords. And they're not going to be like really clever keywords. They're just going to be really simple keywords, and I need to write them down. Okay, first up, I'm going to start with the lovely gift that my friend Christine sent for me to pass on. Well, actually, she did say I could keep it for myself if I wanted, or I could give it away. And I'm like, I'm totally going to give it away. I would keep it for myself, but I don't need to. So she has made a lovely little trio, a trio of stitchy accoutrement. You don't need to use the word accoutrement. So the keyword for this, I'll put them up on the screen, is going to be bling. B-L-I-N-G, because they're very blingy. So first of all, she has created for you all a lovely little scissor fob with a scissor keep to make the points not poke you. So these are all in kind of frosted white and clear beads and silver This has a little ruler on it. It's going to probably not really show. And then a little yarn charm. So there's the scissor fob. There's a matching frogger, which also has a little yarn, ball of yarn, and it has a little silk cord thread, little thread spool. I'm so awesome at showing these, just while I don't work on telly. And then 4 matching counting pins. So this little set from my lovely friend Christine is, the word is bling. You can enter more than one, but you will only get one thing. So if you're the first person, if the first time your name's drawn out was for that, you would win that. So yeah, only enter obviously if you want the thing. Next up, I'm giving this away as a pair. And the keyword for these is Nora, as in Nora Corbett. So I'm giving away the charts for Moon Glow and Floral Dream together. I want the sisters to stay together. And these are really fun. There are opportunities for you to use your stash like I did. You would need to purchase the bead packs or the beads or use them from your stash. I think there's opportunities to use stuff from your stash. I did buy the bead packs, but I probably could have found things in my stash. But yeah, you get both of those. That's the keyword Nora. Apologies for my croaky throat. Next up, the keyword is birds, plural, birds. Because I'm giving away Frederick and Frederica together. So these are the 2 carousel sampling charts. I finished Frederick a couple of years ago and Frederica a couple of months ago. I stitched mine in the call for DMC and they were fabulous. You don't need to use the NPIs that they're charted for. And they are fun stitches. So yeah, Frederick and Frederica, if you'd like to be in for those, birds. Next up I've got is, the keyword for this is going to be silk, because it's stitched predominantly in various silks. I stitched mine in silks. I'm giving away the common thread 2. This was originally passed as a pasta stash from my lovely friend Susie, and I'm passing on now that I stitched it. Of course, I used all of my own colours, my own charms, my own beads from stash. I think accidentally one of the beads just happened to be the right bead because I had it. I used silver charms and yeah, I used SILKS4U largely in the silks, other than the Soie Perlée. I purchased that because I didn't have anything suitable. But to win this, go in the chance for this, silk. If you've never done specialty stitches, it's not that scary. You just have to follow the instructions. I've got 2 copies of 2 different charts. They're both nostalgia ones, blast from the past. I picked one up from Retreat and I purchased the other one secondhand. I purchased the 2 secondhand, then I went to Retreat and they were at the Retreat. So I thought that was a sign, so I grabbed them both. So I'm going to give away both of these. They're older charts, but they're fun. And I know that every now and then people reach out and ask for them, but I don't expect there to be hundreds of people wanting them, so you probably have a really good chance. So I've got 2 copies of Country Bloomers. I've got one slightly, almost like brand new copy, and one slightly less brand new, but still 100% perfect condition. Probably you would photocopy it and to work from it. The older one, the middle of the fold is probably a little bit harder to read, but you can work it out. So the keyword for these is going to be bloomers. So BLOOMERS. Write that down. and I've got 2 to give away. The first name I draw will get the newer copy, and the second one I draw will get the slightly more worn copy. Similar, I have 2 copies of the Jesters. This is the first project I ever got framed for myself, and it hung for a number of years in my niece's bedroom before they went to Australia. It now hangs in my craft room. It was the second project I ever cross-stitched, so I finished it back in 1992. I stitched it during my last year of university while it was like a reward for doing assignments. It's stitched on black 25 count Lugana, and I used all the called for Krennic. The only thing I changed was I couldn't source the little bells. There's little bells on the end of the Jester's hat and a cluster on this mask. I just substituted them for little plastic pearls, because before the internet, no one would order them in for me, so I just substituted. So I've got 2 copies of the Jesters. This is a colour chart. It's from Colour Charts. And it does have couching. Oh, there are some ribbons, some long stitches. Oh, they're meant to be pom-poms. Wonder where they were meant to be. I never put pom-poms on mine. Oh, never even noticed. I think I put pearls on. There were little pom-poms called for on his tummy, but I never put them on. And there, the little jingle bells, a 1/4 inch pom-poms. I think you were meant to make them, maybe. I never made them. It says see instructions. Who knew? See instructions. Pom-poms. Oh yeah, wrap 6 strands of floss around a piece of cardboard, blah, blah, blah. So you make the pom-poms. Anyway, I've got 2 copies of them. It's a fun chart. You totally wouldn't have to do the whole thing. You could just do this line down, dude. You could just do this bit here. It's, I don't know, if you like blingy stuff, it was a fun chart to do. So 2 copies of that. Obvious Jesters is the key word for that one, for those 2. Writing that down. And then what I'm going to give away, I will purchase for the winner, I will purchase a copy. I'm going to do 2 of these. I will purchase a copy of the Halloween cross-stitch ball. It won't be the sale though, it'll be the complete chart pack, and I'll purchase that for you from XJu Designs, and so you'll get the chart pack via email, the PDF, but I will send you the fabric. I have enough fabric for 2 lots, because Cherry sent me some more of this one. So this is that's all the call for fabric, 25 count vintage grey. Cherry sent me another big piece. So I've got enough to chop up for 2 and to keep some for myself. And then I've got enough of the Purple Passion and the Slate as well. So I will pass on the fabric and purchase the PDF chart pack for you. So there are going to be 2 of those. And the keyword for those 2 will be ball, B-A-L-L. So yeah, keywords: bling, Nora, birds, silk, bloomers, jesters, ball. And yeah, that's going to be, but all up, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All up, there are 10 giveaways, because there are 3 that are duplicates, but it's a nice kind of round number. Thank you again for Christine for sending me that lovely little bling pack for people, and also to Cherry for sharing some of her extra fabric with me. I had told her that I planned to purchase a couple of her chart packs once she'd released the whole pack, not just the sale version. Yeah, so please feel free to enter. I am going to only keep this open a week. I plan to draw the names next week, all going well. And then by the time you hear back from me, by the time I hear back from you, your addresses and stuff, it might take a week or 2. So I plan to get these in the mail before Christmas, but they won't arrive till the new year, okay? Because Christmas Christmas postage, nothing's guaranteed during holidays and just all the other stuff there. But they'll be all ready for you. There's something to arrive and then sometime in the new year. So yeah, I'm really pleased to be able to give away, you know, some oldies, but some nostalgic pieces. That Country Bloomers is something that my sister stitched. I got framed for her, and I think I told the story a while ago when she stitched it, and I said I'd frame it for her for a birthday or Christmas or something. And I took it from her. She hadn't stitched the white and where the pants and stuff are. She'd left them because it was on white Ada. And I was like, you lazy little trollop. So I filled them in, and she stitches opposite to me. So I had to stitch, I think I just turned it that way. So I stitched the right way. And also where it had back stitching, that was kind of tricky. So I had to be really careful to take the thread down behind the back stitch. But I was like, I'm not paying to get a frame when in my opinion it's incomplete. So I stitched all the white stitches on it. And it's the one piece that she took, apart from the kids' birth samplers, this is the one piece that she took with her to Australia when they immigrated. And so it's a special piece in our family. And of course, as I said, this is the first thing I got framed for me, and it still hangs on my wall in my craft room now. So yeah, fun oldies but goodies. And yeah, some of those other charts that I've really enjoyed stitching, so I'm really happy to pass on to you. That's it. I'm going to wrap it up. Not much to cut out of this one, I don't think. I don't have to go and attend to any beeping ovens or dishwashers or people knocking on the door. I am pleased that I'm feeling better, even though I still sound a bit croaky. Yeah, it's been a bit of a rough week, but all in all, it's coming to a good end. And I'm hopefully fighting fit tomorrow to go back to work. I will talk to you all next week. Look forward to seeing you in my comments. And yeah, as always, take care and don't let your needles rust. Ciao.